few weeks ago, I made a video, it kind of took off, several hundred views, probably because I gave funny names to other brands that weren't Metabo, like Makita was Machipa and Milwaukee was Milwaukee. And, well, it resonated because it's true. You get what you pay for. By the way, this is an absolute bargain, this 36 volt grinder sold in Australia, and the reason is they're not selling them in Australia anymore because they're not allowed to use 9-inch grinders on a building site, mainly because the only 9-inch grinders on a building site were plugged into mains power with a nasty kickback, no torque control. These battery ones have soft start, they're very safe, and I guess the word hasn't got around. So this is a cheap price. Compared to what I've got also is this 7-inch grinder, and that is, as you can see, it's a lot more expensive than the 9-inch grinder, twice as big. But the power in this is incredible, right? So, and that's that. Now, in that video also, however, if we can close this and get this, I mentioned that wouldn't it be great if these drills and impact wrenches have hammer function without rotation? And a lot of people in the comments says you can't have hammer without rotation. Well, that's true and false. Let's have a look at this video by DIY Man. I don't know how he does it, but he superimposes the inner workings within the main video. That's incredible. Look at that. And we're looking at the torque setting. Okay, I want you to observe. He's holding the chuck. So what we've got here is no rotation, yet we've got this torque clutch mechanism going off, and it is in effect like hammer. So I know it's not the purpose of a torque setting, but what we do have, however, is hammer without rotation. Okay, that could be redesigned to perform the same role as that inner working part there, to provide hammer without rotation. You'd need a clutch to do what his hand is doing to stop it rotating, and of course you wouldn't have this huge spring applying all that pressure to make it very difficult for the hammer mechanism that you'd redesign into there to spin. So it can be done, but I'll extend an olive branch to all the people who made comments saying you can't have hammer without rotation by looking at the current design of a power tool. Okay, people were not using their imaginations, they were just saying you can't have that hammer without rotation because as you can see, the rotation causes the hammer. Okay, fair enough, but I'm talking about thinking outside the box here. So that's why I wanted to make this video, to show that the torque setting is in effect an accidental example of hammer without rotation. Alright, that's the end of this video. See you later. Bye.